EP attempts to have me fired from my job for being Irish. People involved: me, entitled parent, entitled daughter, and the owner. I know this is probably the most oddest thing you can hear can happen to someone, but seeing how people are in the world, you could believe it. I work as a car mechanic at the small shop out in the rural parts of Texas, United States. My family came to America from Ireland in 2007 after my dad got a job offer he couldn't resist. And I've been working there since my apprenticeship when I was 14. I'm 19 and have been there since the owner became somewhat public to the people in the city. One day, we see this car drive up to the waiting lot, where people park their cars so we can drive it in and fix them up. And I see this 16-year-old girl and her mother come out with these weird smiles. Their car didn't appear so bad in shape. It was a white sedan which you would see in some place like Beverly Hills. EP: hey, we need our car to be fixed. Me: being nice and pull a posh accent. Well, what seems to be the issue, love? EP: you're an Englishman? EP and ED girl. Me: nah, I'm Irish, ma'am. They both stepped and calmed themselves immediately with a face of disgust. Me: so what is it? ED: my car makes this funny noise when I turn it on and sounds like someone is dying. Me: okay, let me hear it. So we head out and they turn on the car. It sounded normal at first, and then it began to make abnormal sounds as if the engine was being drowned in something, and steam began to appear. Me: oi, that's something. EP: well, what is it? Me: I can't tell. I'll have to pull it in the shop and see more about that. ED: well, can you tell us now? I have a recital to go into in an hour. Me: that's going to be a shame for you. I can't just magically fix it like a fairy. Dumb mistake to make since you can tell where this may lead to. EP: well, aren't you Irish people really good at this stuff? Your kind always do this kind of work. This ticked me off a bit since she was trying to make it seem that all of Ireland is somehow good with hard labor. Me: look, I'm just trying to help you. This could take an hour or more. My posh accent really began to wear off now, sounding more Irish. ED: but mommy, my recital! Me: closes my eyes and rolls them from hearing a kid of her age say that. Give me some time, love, and I'll see what I can do to help you. EP: well, hurry, you might as well get started before we go somewhere else and get out of this country like your ancestors. Owner: hearing what's going on because of the shouting from ED and EP, what seems to be the problem, ma'am? EP: this Nina won't help me with my car. Nina, for those who don't know, is a racial slur against the Irish from the 19th century, meaning no Irish need apply, essentially saying we're drunks and a waste of time. Me: hold up. EP interrupts me. He's been harassing me and my daughter about how he wasted his time and won't help. How could you hire someone like this? Owner has known me since I came here, as him and my father are close friends, and one was to teach about me cars. Owner: ma'am, please calm down. He's one of my best employees and a good friend of mine. He can help, but cars just don't get fixed that fast. EP: but maybe you can hire a spick. They do it faster and it's a lousy drunk. Owner: okay, I'm going to ask you to leave after you insulted my employee here and you have been making this whole situation racist. Entitled daughter begins to get upset. You lazy have been nothing of help. ED and EP leave pissed off and drive off. Their car, however, broke down 10 miles away from the shop, and ED missed her recital by 2 to 4 hours. God, this is stupid to ever have encountered in my life in America. Edit: I saw ED's car an hour later when I went out to lunch in a diner in the city. The towing crew who got the car and told us about what they were saying during the ride to another auto shop, like the recital thing. So there goes an answer on how I saw such karma happen. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually had an entitled parents encounter once, so I'll read that. EM tells me to jump in the pond to get EK a goose. A few years ago, I was minding my business at a local park when some kid that we will call EK told me to jump in the pond to get her a goose. I obviously said no. She asked me multiple times before she stormed away and got her mom, EM. The conversation went a little like this. EM, why is my daughter crying? Me, she wants me to jump in the pond to get her a goose. I told her no multiple times. EM, why would you say that to my daughter? She's the cutest. How could you say no to that face? Me, I'm sorry, I'm not jumping into a pond. The goose would attack me and your daughter. EM was whispering to her daughter as she walked away. Every time we walked near each other, EM would give me a look. EK looked depressed for the rest of the time we were there. Some people are crazy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching r/entitled parents 2. If you want to see this subreddit again, then leave that in the comments. If you want to see different subreddit, leave that in the comments too. Join our Discord in the description, and mac and cheese.